Whether you're renting an apartment, staying in a row house, or living on a ranch, affording a home is very expensive. And today we're looking at just how expensive the top 10 most expensive houses in the world are. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so that you can discover some super interesting facts every day. Number 10. 220 Central Park, South Penthouse, New York. We start this list with what many may call the most expensive home ever sold in the US. Bought by Ken Griffin for $238 million, 220 Central Park South Penthouse in New York is considered a premium place to live in the entire city and state. Many stated that he was making history when he made this purchase, beating a previous record set by Barry Rothstein in 2014 with his purchase of a Hampton house for $137 million. Even more so, Griffin purchased this unit while it was still under construction. However, now the price and the construction make sense with numerous amenities and luxuries. These include a spa, an athletic club, private dining and entertainment facilities, and also a private motor court. This buy is very recent on the list from only 2019 and was made another sale by Griffin for a $122 million mansion in London, supposedly down the street from Buckingham Palace. The man himself has a net worth of $8.84 billion. The hedge fund manager now owns 11 luxury homes, amounting to $949,100,000.
Looking east, looking west, but you're gonna have your southern.
Number 9. 4 Failfield Pond, Sagaponic, New York. This home is a bit different from number 10 as it is out on the beachside, the Hamptons to be exact. Junk bond billionaire Ina Rernert owns this giant Italian Renaissance type home. It is labeled as one of the largest homes in the United States, taking up 63 acres. It has 29 bedrooms, 39 bathrooms, 12 chimneys, and an expensive 91-foot dining room within the actual mansion. It also contains all kinds of luxury leisure spaces, such as a basketball court, a bowling alley, squash courts, tennis courts, 3 swimming pools, a $150,000 hot tub, a 164-seat home theater, and a garage that can hold up to 100 cars. Even in 2015, Rernert attempted to build a 10,000 square foot private museum for his $500 million collection of art. However, there's a bit of controversy with Rennert and his dream home. Again, back in 2015, he fought in court defending the funding of his Sagaponic estate. Representatives of Magnesium Corp of America, a now defunct mining business he used to own, claim he bankrupted the company in order to build the house. In late February, he was ordered to pay back at least $118 million in damages. Years later, in 2018, he sued his previous legal team for malpractice, resulting in another loss of $213 million for him. The next house on the list, however, seems to be a little less controversial and sadder. Number 8. Mesa Vista Ranch, Eastern Texas Panhandle. The recently deceased T. Boone Pickens owned another one of America's and the world's most expensive homes in Mesa Vista Ranch within the Eastern Texas Panhandle. Pickens bought the ranch in 1973 with only 2,900 acres originally, but for 46 years he kept building and expanding outward. The amenities and customizations include a lodge, a private airport, a pub, an extensive private wine cellar, an 11,000 square foot bird dog kennel, and vet room with enough room to house 40 dogs, a private chapel where he had his wedding to his 5th wife, secluded golf fairways and greens, and 20 human-made lakes. He put the dream home up for sale in 2017 for $250 million. In a statement when he first put it on the market, Pickens said, "Selling the ranch is a prudent thing for an 89-year-old man to do." Sadly, though, he wouldn't get to meet the next owner of Mesa Vista as he died of natural causes 2 years later in 2019. The ranch is still up for sale as of February 2020, and the price has been reduced to $30 million. Number 7. The Odeon Tower Penthouse in Monaco. The United States isn't the only expensive place to live. Our next listing is the Odeon Tower Penthouse in the Principality of Monaco. This 35,000 square foot apartment is currently owned by the private group that developed it, Grupo Mossaco, for $330 million. At the time of the General's Tower completion in 2014, it was the second tallest building on Europe's Mediterranean coast, after Grand Hotel Bali and Benidorm, Spain. The penthouse encompasses the top 5 floors of the tower and has its own private elevator, as well as the tower in general being only allowed to be driven up to by Uber or chauffeur. The amenities of the tower also include a fitness center, spa, and pools, retail shops, a 24/7 concierge, and entertainment options including a private theater and lounge, and a water slide coming from an upper floor into an infinity pool with 360-degree views of the surrounding landscape makes this penthouse pretty spectacular. This next listing may not have a water slide, but instead have a view of the sea. Number 6. Les Pales Boules, Villales-sur-Mer, France. Les Pales Boules, translated into English as the Bubble Palace, and a palace it certainly is. In Villales-sur-Mer, France, this seaside home is currently owned by French fashion designer Pierre Cardin as a holiday home and fashion show venue. However, it also has been the setting for music videos, celebrity parties, and significant photo shoots. Cardin is currently selling this 1,200 square foot property for $390 million. It contains within its walls, or more like curves for its circular architecture, 10 bedrooms, 3 swimming pools, each with their own waterfalls, a reception hall, panoramic lounge, several gardens, and a 500-seat amphitheater on the hillside grounds. Many of its rooms also overlook the Mediterranean Sea. Number 5. Villales Descedres, Saint-Jean-Cap-Ferret, France. Another French paradise is here in the Villales Descedres, translated to the home of the cedars. It's located in Saint-Jean-Cap-Ferret, which is ranked the world's 5th most expensive street in 2019. This $410 million estate was originally built in 1830 for Belgian house ruler King Leopold II, and it certainly benefits royalty. Other notable people who have once lived here were Winston Churchill, Charlie Chaplin, Elizabeth Taylor, Prince Reno III of Monaco, and writer William Somerset Maugham. With its 35 acres situated between Nice, France, and the Principality of Monaco, this villa seems like a line between worlds. The mansion has 14 bedrooms, a ball, and a private chapel, a 50-meter swimming pool built into the rocks, a winter garden, a concierge, many cedar trees that line the entire property, and a stable for 30 horses. Some of the neighbors one might find here are even co-founder of Microsoft, Paul Allen, and the late Russian oligarch Boris Berezovsky. Villales Descedres is currently owned by Suzanne Mariner-Lapistole of the Grand Mariner family. However, for our next dream home, we need to head north to Number 4. Wittonhurst. In London, England sits Wittonhurst, an early 20th century mammoth home. It is the second largest private residence in London and clocks in at 90,000 square feet and costs roughly $450 million. It holds in its walls 25 bedrooms, a 70-foot ballroom, dining room, Chinese room, billiard room, a gallery hallway, drawing room, study, a home cinema, 70-foot swimming pool, a cavernous garage with space for 25 cars, the obligatory spa, and a grand staircase. This house has also been used as a filming location for large and small screen productions, including The Lost Prince, Tipping the Velvet, and Fame Academy, and various companies, even including the BBC, also known as a British broadcasting company. The home is currently owned by the Russian billionaire Andy Guriev off an offshore company called Safran Holdings. Number 3. Villa Lalibel, Villefranche-sur-Mer, France. We come back to France for our next listing, specifically in the Alpes-Maritimes department on the French Riviera. At an estimated value of $750 million, it seems a haven in the mountains for anyone who can happen to afford it. Like number 5 on this list, the original owner of this estate was King Leopold II. However, it was a gift to his mistress, Blanche Zelia Josephine Delacroix. But she was evicted when her nephew, King Albert I, took the throne. Much later in World War I, it was used as a military hospital. Today it is owned by Lily Safra, widow of Lebanese-born Brazilian banker Edmond Safra. It contains 11 bedrooms, 14 bathrooms, a commercial greenhouse, a helipad, an outdoor kitchen, and a vast outdoor pool. It has also been the film sets for high-production movies like Hitchcock's To Catch a Thief and The Red Shoes. Number 2. Antilla Tower, Mumbai. For second on this list, we come back to the towers called Billionaires Row in Mumbai, India. Antilla Tower is a 400,000 square foot, 27 stories high extravagance of a residence. It is home to Indian billionaire Mukesh Ambani, but is an estimated $2 billion modern-day palace to the rest of us. The tower can sustain an earthquake of magnitude 8 on the Richter scale. It has 6 floors inside just for car storage, which can accommodate up to 168 cars, a car service station, a private temple, a host of guest suites, a salon, an ice cream parlor, and a 50-seat movie theater, and 9 high-speed elevators. As of 2020, it's the most valuable private residence, beat only by one other for the top spot. Number 1. Buckingham Palace, London. Of course, we should end it off with an actual castle. Queen Elizabeth II indeed has enough space in this 828,820 square feet monarchical base. Even though it remained and will likely continue to remain within the royal family's possession since it became the official London residence in 1837, the price estimate for the entire state is $2.9 billion. Within its walls, there are 775 rooms. This includes 52 royal and guest bedrooms, 118 staff rooms, 78 bathrooms, 19 staterooms, 92 offices, a music room, a throne room, a salon, a library, a ballroom, multiple drawing rooms, a room specifically for Elizabeth corgis, and a photo gallery. So what did you think? Would you love to live in any of these luxury homes? And are there any other expensive residences that we missed? Let us know down in the comments. Be sure to subscribe and ring that bell for more content like this, and we'll see you next time.